Okay, so I graduated yesterday and I don't know. I'm feeling very happy and sad at the same time. Like, genuinely, both feelings sitting right next to each other. And I really didn't expect that. I thought I'd just feel relieved or something straightforward. But it's not really either of those things. I do feel excited, but it's more of a bittersweet feeling. Because honestly, going into college, I did not know I was going to meet the people I met, or that I was going to have the kind of time that I ended up having. It was truly the best time of my life, and I really learned a lot. I'm very grateful to have met really good people that I will know for the rest of my life. And all of this just sort of happened on its own without me realizing it was happening. And now it's just done. And that's a strange thing to sit with. 4 years went by really quickly, like embarrassingly quickly, and I've learned a lot in that time. Not just the stuff you're supposed to learn, not just the academic things, but like life things, people things, the kind of stuff you can only really figure out by actually going through it and messing it up a little. And I know life has just started, I'm fully aware of that. But it's still going to take some time to shake this feeling. If nothing else, these years have made me realize one thing about myself. I thrive on this, on the memories, on the people, on just being around the ones you actually care about and having a genuinely good time. That's where I come alive. And I think that's a beautiful thing to figure out about yourself, even if it makes saying goodbye a little bit harder. So there's this version of my life that just closed and I haven't fully processed that yet. And I think that's okay, honestly. I think you're allowed to feel that. Anyway, there's something I want to do in this video that's a little different from usual. So I was one of the nominees to give the valedictorian speech at my graduation. I wrote the whole speech and was actually pretty excited about it, put real thought into it, but unfortunately I did not get selected. Which is fine. These things happen and I'm not bitter about it at all. But I did spend time on it and I still want to say it somewhere. And I figured, why not here? Some of it is going to be specific to my university and my batch, so you might not relate to every single part of it, but I hope you enjoy it anyways. So here it goes. Good morning to all the honored guests, professors, administration, family, and all my dear friends of the batch of 26. Wow, I thought we were still living in 2016. Ah well, time flies. And so did our years at Ahmedabad University. All the fun times we had with our friends and all the things we could learn, inside and outside of the classroom with the help from our professors and this university. We were able to grow into a different version of ourselves that our 17-year-old self would be shocked to see. Before anything else, I would like to take a moment to thank everyone who made this possible. None of this happened alone, to our parents and families, for all the sacrifices you made without asking for credit, for showing up even when things got difficult, and for believing in us on the days we didn't believe in ourselves. Thank you. To our professors, for your patience, for your time, and for pushing us further than we thought we could ever go. Thank you. To the staff and workers, and the chefs who kept this place running every single day. Thank you. And to the security guards who made absolutely sure that none of us entered our own university without our ID card at 8 am on a Sunday before an exam. We were in fact safe because of you. Thank you. There are some things which will never be forgotten, like learning how to stick to a clock. Even those who get late can never forget 11:59 pm. From running to classes between GICT and AMSOM, to finding an empty table in the cafeteria at 12:30, to waking up early on registration days and still seeing the site crash in front of your half-opened eyes. We all learned a very important lesson. That time is fleeting and won't ever stop for us. And honestly, none of it went quite as planned. Most of us came in with an idea of what these years would look like. And I think for a lot of us, what actually showed up was a little different from what we had imagined. But that is the thing about life. You don't always get everything you want. You get what you get and you make sense of it. I mean, look at all of us right now, right here, about to be graduates, responsible adults, and having our whole lives ahead of us. When it feels like orientation was just last week, we were settling in with our rivers, making new friends, understanding the grading system, and eventually calculating how many leaves you can take per class so you don't get a grade drop. We moved past all of that. So, as we step out of here, I'll leave you with just one thought. The road ahead is long, and there will be stretches of it that feel uncertain or lonely. On those days, the most important thing is to be a true friend to yourself. Not the kind who only shows up when things are going well. A real one, the kind who is honest with you, who stays, who doesn't walk away when things get hard. The kind who is, simply put, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Time won't wait for us, but we keep going. Congratulations, batch of 26. And that's the speech. I meant every word of it honestly, and saying it here felt better than I expected it to. But the part that I keep coming back to, the part that's been sitting with me since the ceremony ended, is what actually happens after all of this. Because nobody really talks about that part. Everyone talks about graduation like it's a big finish line and then just stops there. Like the story ends when you throw the cap. But the morning after graduation is just a regular morning. You wake up and there's no lecture to get to, no deadline coming up, no registration days to stress about, just this big open silence where your routine used to be. And that silence is genuinely uncomfortable at first because for 4 years you always had something telling you what was next. A semester, an assignment, an exam, something, and now there's just nothing. And that's when the comparing starts. You open your phone and somebody already has a job lined up. Someone is moving abroad. Someone seems to have their whole life sorted out. And you're sitting there still in yesterday's clothes thinking, do I even know what I want? And the honest answer for most people, including me, is not really. Not yet. And I think we need to be more okay with saying that out loud because everyone is pretending they have it figured out and nobody actually does. The version of you that just graduated is not the finished version, not even close. You just closed one chapter, that's it. And the gap between who you are right now and who you're going to be in 4 more years is going to be just as big as the gap between your 17-year-old self and who you are today. You just can't see it yet because you're standing right at the beginning of it. So just give yourself a bit of time. You don't need to have the answer right now. You don't need to know the next step today or even this week. Just sit with the feeling for a little while. Let yourself miss it, let yourself be proud of it, and then slowly start moving again. And be a real friend to yourself while you do. That's the part of the speech I meant the most. That's it, really. Congratulations if you just graduated, and if you haven't yet, it goes faster than you think. So you better enjoy all the time you have. And remember, take it easy.